LastPass, unfortunately, have had this leaked into a third party's hands. Everybody's vaults are still protected by your master password, meaning that the person would have to guess your master password to get access to the vault, get access to all of your data that's inside the vault. However, it's probably just a matter of time before a lot of people are having those vaults opened through LastPass. Am I still using LastPass after the recent security breach update? Great question. If you have not seen in the news, I'm pretty sure it would have got around to all business owners. LastPass have had a pretty serious security breach within the last 6 months. Initially, they said, hey, we've noticed someone got some access to our systems, but we don't think any data has been compromised. And then they said, hey, look, some data has been compromised, but nobody's vaults have been accessed. And then finally, they came out and said, actually, somebody has a copy of everybody's vaults. And that's pretty bad. LastPass vaults are the place where everybody's storage of every single password they have is stored. LastPass is effectively like a bank, or they're like lots of little mini bank vaults that each customer has effectively everything stored in: credit cards, passwords, two-factor authentication backup codes. Now, LastPass, unfortunately, have had this leaked into a third party's hands. Everybody's vaults are still protected by your master password, meaning that the person would have to guess your master password to get access to the vault, get access to all of your data that's inside the vault. However, it's probably just a matter of time before a lot of people are having those vaults opened through LastPass. The challenge there is, if someone does get access to your vault, and in some cases it's just a matter of time of people using dictionary-based attacks and, one dictionary word and a combination of numbers, or maybe it's a dictionary word but you've just changed 2 or 3 numbers. Someone doesn't have to guess every single combination of every single letter that you've set up in your master password. Someone just has to guess the kind of thinking that you had as a human when you set up your password. And for many people, that's probably not going to be strong enough to stop someone with time and resources getting access to your vault and then potentially getting access to the whole house of your digital life. Now, the risks there are pretty high. The risks are they can potentially use your personal information to impersonate you with your bank, with any other services or utilities that you access. They can potentially impersonate you and attempt to use your information to trick or scam somebody else who you know. And so let's say, for example, they got access to your Facebook and your WhatsApp account, and they started messaging colleagues or family of you and started asking them for money or asking them for help or assistance. Or maybe they, send an email to someone in your family and say, hey, send me your password for XYZ real quick. I just need to get access to this. Or, hey, when's your birthday again? Or when's cousin Bob's birthday again? I just want to make sure that I send him a birthday card on time. And that's the kind of thing where they can use social engineering to start to build that web of access between different people, of course, with the intent of stealing money, stealing resources, and getting access to more and more accounts. So am I still using LastPass? Right now, yes. I'm reevaluating our relationship with LastPass as a business. We've got hundreds of customers who use LastPass, who have rolled out LastPass 2. We're in the process of assisting those customers to lock down and protect their data, which right now, the recommendation is to change every password you have for every one of your accounts stored inside of LastPass, which may be hundreds or even thousands of passwords. LastPass has the features of being able to share passwords with your team and, manage passwords as an administrator right across your company, which is very useful. But the downside of a breach like this means that those passwords are now potentially at risk, and you'll need to regenerate a new vault, or at least change the master password on your vault, and then change all of the passwords in that vault, or at least all of the high-profile passwords within the vault. You may not need to change the password for your car forum that you signed up to, 10 years ago. There's probably not going to be that much of a risk of someone getting access to that. But important for anything like Twitter, Facebook, any of your social media accounts, any of your banking passwords, of course, your Google accounts. You need to regenerate all of those, and you'll potentially need to also regenerate your two-factor authentication codes. Now, should you ditch LastPass and go for something else? Should you go for 1Password or Dashlane or one of the many other alternatives? Some of them do have different features and different architectures, which mean that a exploit like this may not be possible in the future, but you have to trade that off with the convenience of features like LastPass being able to manage passwords on a team level and LastPass being able to synchronize across different devices. Some of them will have different levels of encryption, different levels of private keys, which mean that it may be harder for hackers to get access to your vault if they do get access to it. But I'm not necessarily someone to run and jump ship immediately because I don't believe the fundamental architecture of LastPass is flawed. Yes, they've had a pretty serious exploit here and it's become a serious security event. Right now, I've chosen not to ditch LastPass as a product. But we're monitoring it, and I may change my mind on that in the future. I'll be sure to keep you up to date on that. We don't really make that much money from LastPass, so if you're worried about bias because us being a reseller of LastPass, it's just something that we provide to customers as a bit of a value add. We make a couple of bucks from it, but really it's F all, as we would say in Australia, added to our bottom line. So don't worry that I'm making some crazy amount of money from selling or pitching LastPass and I'm absolutely wedded to it. We're after the best and easiest solution for small business owners that is convenient for you. Right now, I still believe that's LastPass, but I'll let you know if that changes. Great question though.
If you like this content, please hit subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live or drop new content on the channel. Now, if you'd like to connect with us, hit us up on social media or join our free community group. All the links to that are right below this video. If you'd like to learn more about Google Workspace and the technology ecosystem, you can join our free Genius Academy by transferring your billing across to itGenius. Or you can join a Workspace Basics Bootcamp. Now, if you're a business owner and you're interested in an audit on your technology stack or your Workspace account, or you're looking to do a project in the tech world, well, you can take advantage of our free consultation. And if you need help right now, then consider joining Concierge or taking up a quick fix with our team for professional support for your tech stack.